So you probably already see me in this outfit and this ratchet bun thing that I have on my head that you can't see, so I look like a bald ass bitch. So as you can see, I ripped my fucking acrylic nails off. Y'all see me with my acrylic nails. I'm always popping with my acrylic nails. I'm done, bitch. This bitch is broke. She broke as fuck. And I'm also in the process of moving out of state. Like, for real though. Like, out of motherfucking state. So, God, why is it every time I make like an SJW type video, I look like an SJW? Like, I look like I'm a social justice warrior. Look at these glasses. I'm just wearing them because, first of all, I lost my lashes. Why is it I always lose my lashes every time I'm fucking moving? And more so because the hurricane, they just flapped away. But yeah, you guys know I live in Florida. I was hit by the hurricane, and now we got like 4 motherfucking hurricanes, not knowing what the fuck to do out in the Atlantic. So hopefully they go the fuck away, or they get drunk like Jose and just spin around in circles and like don't do anything. I want to talk about transgender bathrooms for just a quick second. I want to make a disclaimer first of all that my views were very different when I did not have a loved one that was transgender, because a lot of the times it is in human nature that if it's not happening to you, it's not a problem. And that's a proven fact that that is how people are. If it's not an issue to you, why should you care? If it's not an issue to you, then it doesn't matter. So you're not going to be open to hearing what someone else has to say. I'd just like to make a disclaimer that there are in fact 17 states at the moment that do allow people to choose the bathroom that they see fit, and they have yet to have a single case of somebody misusing that law, more specifically pedophiles, perverts, rapists, whatever, using that law to their advantage. But I want to talk about something, and it may help parents out there. It may help people, more so parents that have this paranoia that the monsters are always outside of their home to get their kids. And it is a proven fact that most sexual abuse done to children is actually done within someone you know, a close family friend, a family member. Out of all my friends and everybody I know that was molested, out of the 7-8 people that I know, Jesus, I know more than that, that's really sad, both male and female, out of the 7 to 8 people that I know that were molested or raped as children, it was all done by somebody that was a close friend of the family, or was somebody actually in their family. In my particular case, it was family. So I would just like to point that out there, that your non-existent, baseless worry of pedophiles using this to their advantage, they've been taking advantage of children since the dawn of time. And you also have to remember that, like, 13-year-old girls not that long ago, and still are to this day in some countries, being married off to 30, 40-year-old men because they're more fertile. So you need to keep that into consideration, that for the majority of human history, children have not been seen as children. They've been seen as baby-making machines. So, and farm hands and workers, and not seen as kids. It's only been in the recent like 100 to 50 years, like I said, and that's only in America. The kids have been seen as children. The kids have been seen as kids. So I do question the alt-right, where their fear comes from, a baseless fear. It is, their stance is a hypothetical question. And I kind of remember this when we would do science fair in school. There was your hypothesis, and it was your job to prove your hypothesis true or your hypothesis false. You can't just have a hypothesis and say, bitch, this is what it is, this is what I say, so this is what it all is. That's not how this works, bitch. You would fail your motherfucking science test. So if you'd fail your 5th grade science test, you fail at life if you base your opinions on a hypothesis. And actually, it has been proven with facts and statistics that a transgender person is more likely to be at harm with the whole bathroom situation than your child is. First of all, there's a certain age that a child should not be going into a public restroom by themselves. If it's at a school or something like that, that's an issue with faculty, not with transgender people. What I'm saying is your child should not really be using public anything by themselves. putting a child in a public bathroom by themselves is like, would you put your kid on a public subway at the age of 7 by themselves? No. Of course, kids need to learn and have some independence, but my mom went to the public restroom with me, I think, till I was about like 10. Granted, I was a big ass fucking 10-year-old. And I'm not talking about fat. I'm talking about I was a tall ass motherfucking 10-year-old. I looked like, many of you know, I had the hormone problems. This bitch looked like she was 16, 17 years old at that time. Like, I had titties, I had hips, I had booty, I was tall. Like, I was all filled out by the time I was like 10 years old. So no motherfucking pedophile's gonna look at me and be like, oh damn, they're gonna be like, oh no, she an old ass bitch. Like, no, like her age isn't on the clock. Don't want her. That's a sick joke. But this is gonna be a short little video because I really would just like to know what you're basing this off of, because this hasn't happened yet and you're basing this off of a hypothetical situation. But if you're gonna base it off of a hypothetical situation, the more likely scenario to happen is that your child is going to be sexually molested or sexually abused by somebody that you know or somebody in your family. That is a higher statistic. So should we be like sheltering our kids from like every person ever? So I just want your input, what you guys think. Please share this video. If not, make a video of your own about this, because this is just something that fucking bothers me. And I think my husband's home, so yeah. Love you guys, you're awesome. Stay awesome.